Hey guys, this tutorial was inspired by the Urban Decay Get Baked palette, which is new for summer, and I was looking online and really wanted it, and then I realized that I have two of the four colors that are in it and similar colors of the other two, so there was really no point in me buying it. So I'm going to do a tutorial right now based on a look that you guys can make with that palette. So I'm going to start with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. And forgive me because there's not a mirror directly behind the camera, so I'm kind of using the camera screen. My primer potion's drying out a little bit, so it's getting harder to work with. I might have to buy a new one soon. Alright, so once I have that on, I'm going to take Urban Decay Baked, which comes in the palette I'm talking about, but I have it here in the box of shadows. It's this kind of bronzy gold color, and I am going to use one of my e.l.f. shadow brushes, and that's just going to go right on my lid. I can use this mirror a little bit. So that's just going on my lid. Like I said, it's this really gorgeous, like, bronze golden color. It's kind of like a dark gold. And that went up into my crease a little bit, but that's okay. We'll go back over it. Okay. And then in my crease, I'm going to use Twice Baked, which is the darker color that comes in that quad. And I have it here in the Urban Decay Skull Shadow box. And it's this darker brown color, but it kind of has gold micro glitter in it. So I'm just going to use my Sonia Kashuk crease brush. Just be sure to tap that off really, really well, because we don't want any dark fallout. That's just going right in my crease. Keep on forgetting these palettes have a mirror. And I'm going to blend that up a little. And the cool thing about this palette, if you guys get it, the Get Baked palette, it does have kind of the neutrals. I mean, I know this bronze isn't exactly your everyday neutral, but it's kind of more neutrally golden brown shades. And then what I love about the palette is that it has this like bright teal in it, which is just like, it really pops among the other colors. And that is one of the season's big trend colors, apparently, is teal. Okay, and then I'm going to go back and use, those are the two palettes, or the two colors that I have that come in the palette, but I have some other colors that are similar. First, I'm going to use my regular highlight color, the Body Shop Vanilla Cream Shadow. Just like any matte ivory, I'm going to use that up on my brow bone. And then I'm going to use a MAC color, and this is MAC Femme Fi. It came out with the Neo Sci-Fi collection. It's this light pale gold. And in the palette it comes with Urban Decay Half Baked, which I think this is kind of similar to. That's going to go in my inner corners and kind of pull it up onto the brow bone. Sorry guys, my mirror's over here, so I'm just kind of using that. And then, in the Get Baked palette, it comes with the Urban Decay Shadow Flip Side, which is a teal. But I'm going to use Shattered, which is, it's slightly darker than Flip Side, I think, but it's this aqua greenish blue. And I forgot my, oh no, there it is. I'm going to spray my brush with a tiny bit of mixing medium. Or, you know, if you just have water or Visine or whatever, dry that off a little. I'm just going to go right into Shattered. And I'm using my Essence of Beauty eyeliner brush. It's just a really thin angled brush. You could use a slightly thicker one if you wanted. And then I'm just going to go in and line kind of the outer 2/3 of my eye with Shattered. And like I said, this is a bit darker than Flip Side. If you already have Flip Side, you can use that, or of course if you buy the palette. And then also I think MAC Mutiny, which came out last year with Naughty Nauticals, and it also came out recently with Rose Romance. You could use MAC Mutiny as well and use it wet. If it's wet, I find it's more teal, whereas if you use it dry, it's like a silvery blue. So I would use Mutiny wet if you have it. Alright, and then on my lower lash line, I'm going to go back and use Twice Baked. Just use a small brush. This is my Bare Essentials Heavenly Liner Blending Brush. I'm going to just lightly dip it in Twice Baked, tap off the excess, and just kind of do very softly line kind of the outer corner of my lower lash line. That's just like a really soft line. Alright, and then I am going to use my CoverGirl Lash Blast in Very Black and just put that on and take some pictures for you guys. But yeah, that's my look recreating the Urban Decay Get Baked palette. That palette is now available at urbandecay.com. I'm not sure if it's available at Sephora or Ulta, but you guys can definitely check that out. And the palette also comes with a mini liner in Bourbon and a mini of the new Urban Decay Primer Potion Sin, which is kind of like a champagne glittery colored primer potion. So if you guys want to get that palette, definitely check that out. But Urban Decay's already released all those shades, so if you already have them, there's kind of no point in getting the palette, other than it being really adorable. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about this look or the products I used, please leave a comment or send me a message. Bye guys.